and welcome back to Journey to Freedom. I am so glad that you decided to tune back in with us on our journey to freedom. So, whatever freedom is for you, I hope that you decide to embark upon this journey with me. So, again, as I stated before, this YouTube channel is just to inspire myself, and if I can help somebody along the way, that's great. But I wanted to vlog my journey to freedom. I told myself at the beginning of the year, this is something I wanted to do to really hone in on my spirituality this year, and as well as getting my finances together so that way I can do other things in my life that I plan on doing. Be able to be more social, being able to travel more, being able to just give freely without expecting anything back in return, and just be able to bless others. So in order to do that, I have to be a good steward over my own financial resources, as well as the things that I do on a daily basis. And I want to advance in my career this year, but I want to not have the burden of my student loan debt hovering over me every day, so that way I can truly tap into my creativity and just allow God to use me in whatever way that He desires. And so I know everything does not go as planned, and as we're going to go through our update for January with our budgeting and our cash envelope methods, you will see that things don't always go as planned, but we have to keep going. We have to pick things back up and just continue to grow through the process. So let's jump right into our budgeting review and update for January of 2020. So I have some notes here that I may look down at sometimes. So don't worry, don't get distracted. I'm just looking at my notes to kind of give you an update on how well I did this month. So for January, my goal was to stick to my budget as far as groceries, gas, and not eating out as much. The goal was to only eat out once a week, and to use the gift cards that I had for Christmas, like I spoke about in the video before. So I received a lot of gift cards for Christmas. So anything that I felt like I needed or I just wanted to have and wanted to eat out with, I would use my gift cards and my cash rewards on different apps at restaurants. So that came in handy. I can say that was a success this month. So being that some of the gift cards are spent for February, we're going to have to rethink our plan for February to see how we will go about that one. So that was a check. That was great. And the next goal was to save an extra $240 on top of everything that I'm already putting into my different accounts for my auto save. And like I stated before, for me, it works best if I auto save instead of saving in different envelopes, like we mentioned, like cash envelopes, instead of saving that way. So each month I'm auto drafting $300 into my travel account for saving, and I am auto drafting $300 into my emergency saving fund, following the Dave Ramsey format. So that is working good. I'm just allowing that money to build over time, and that way when I am going on a trip or I am needing some type of emergency funds, I'm able to use those funds as needed. And so now I'm on the step of taking everything extra that I do not have and pay off my student loan debt. And I know some of you may say, hey, traveling is not important, and you could be using that money to pay towards your debt. So what I'm doing with that, if I don't take a trip this year, I will use that funds to pay towards my student loan at the end of the year. So I'm not gonna hold myself to, you're never going anywhere, you're not gonna live life, you're gonna be stuck in this bubble, you're only gonna eat rice and beans. So if you wanted that method of Dave Ramsey, this is not the channel for you, because I do want to enjoy life, because I know life is not promised. Every day we're hearing some tragedy that has happened. People are losing lives daily. So I just want to get back to me, being free to be whoever I desire to be, do whatever I desire to do. And upon that journey is financial freedom for me. So that way I can do everything else that I desire to do. So that's why I said traveling is something that I want to do personally, because I feel that that gives me some type of sense of relief from the hustle and bustle of work every day, just being stressed out, not really enjoying my job, and just trying to figure out where the Lord is taking me from here, because I just feel like teaching is no longer something that I desire to do. I don't get pleasure from it, and it feels like work, and I feel work should not feel like work, if that makes sense. So back to what we're talking about. So again, I also said that for the month of January, I would stick to saving any extra penny, any extra dime that I had, anything that I found, any loose change, I would save. I did that as well. So I collected all of my change and I still have it. So instead of going to the vending machine at work, I'm saving that change to turn into dollars at the end of the year to pay off more of my principal balance for my student loan debt. And as a reminder, my debt was $23,005.18. So yes, that is a lot to pay off in a year, but it can be done with hard work and dedication, and the word of the year was discipline. So all in all, January was an okay month for me. I think I was really diligent about sticking to the budget and making sure I held myself accountable with the trackers, the budget tracker, and the cash envelopes, as well as this YouTube channel definitely helped me be more accountable this year. So I can definitely say that January was a good month. And as an update for earning extra income, because when I was really analyzing, like, okay, yeah, I managed to save an extra $240 on top of the $350 that I already pay every month towards the bill. And so when I started running those numbers for the remainder of the year, I'm like, whew, 200 times 12, that's only 2,400. So where am I going to get this substantial amount of money to pay off this substantial amount of money? So I am picking up another part-time job, hopefully starting at the end of February, tutoring. So that pays $35 an hour, but it's not every day. So it's only 2 days a week for 3 hours each. So that is something. So that check, once I start receiving the entire check minus my tithes and offering, out of that check will go straight to the principal for my student loan. I will not take anything out to buy this, to buy that, or even put into a savings account. It's automatically going to be withdrawn from my account and going straight to the principal. So that's maybe an extra $200 a month. So now we're looking at $900. Okay, cool. $900. We're getting somewhere. So we might be at $12,000 by the end of the year. Okay, but then where's the other $12,000 coming from? So I'm like, whew, Lord, what's the plan? What do you want me to do? Because sister girl got to pay this money off by the end of the year, because I am not a slave to my student loan debt. I want to be a lender and not a borrower. So that's what we're working on this year. So I decided over the summer, I'm going to be working summer camps, just running 2 different summer camps. So over the course of those 2 weeks, I should be able to bring in an extra $2,000. And then that leaves me with another $10,000 to come up with. And with me transitioning jobs, hopefully this year, if it's the Lord's will, I may or may not be able to work summer school like I did last year. And summer school was helpful because I was able to bring in about $3,000. So if I can do that still with my transition, I hope to gain that money. And if not, again, I am doing more event planning business. I'm into making balloon arches, columns, garlands, into those things now. So hopefully, even if it's just not a full event, just doing partial things for other people to help their parties become a success, I'm hoping to earn at least $5,000 from that this year over the course of the year. So that leaves me with only about $6,000 more to go, I believe, because I said we already had the 12 with the other part-time jobs and the current money that I'm spending towards that. So they left us with 12. And then if summer school's an option, that was $3,000 plus the 2 that I will be receiving from the guaranteed summer camps. So that's 5. So we need about $7,000 more to get to the total debt-free journey. So again, just picking up random side jobs. Hopefully I can be working for the census this year. I'm really hustling, y'all. So sister girl is tired. You hear me? I am tired when I come home from work. I am trying to set my reminders to go to bed early so I can be restful throughout the day, knowing that I do have longer days, working 12-hour shifts, that I can get things done. And then on Saturday, having some quiet time, just really getting into the word, as well as making content to hold myself accountable for YouTube, as well as embarking upon this new journey that I'm embarking upon. So Again, just as a recap, January was an okay month. I think I did pretty good. So I managed to save what I said I was gonna save, and I've already paid that off. That extra $240, I added that to my account. It was successful, so we're good to go. So hopefully, February we can do the same thing again and be more successful, and hopefully we'll have those jobs rolling in by the next time we get the update for February, and more income coming in so we can make this thing happen. Oh, and also, I hope to get something back from my tax refund. Hopefully, fingers crossed. You know how those things go. May not go as planned, but if I do, I'm going to automatically put that on my student loan account. I am not going to save any of it. I'm not going to spend it. It's going to go directly to that principal so I can get it down much faster. Because if I go the normal route, I'll have about 5 more years. But 5 years versus 1 year, hustling hard this year and paying it off and being able to relax and enjoy the fruit of my labor for the next 4 years, I think I'll sacrifice 1 year to get it done. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop them down below. And I hope that something I said today inspired you to become better, to get your finances in order, because it's a new year and we have to do better, especially as a race. We have to get out of this rat race of always spending paycheck to paycheck. We got to step it up. So in order to become financially free, my number one thing that is holding me back is this student loan debt. Of course, it's private, so I don't get a reduced amount of rate. So I'm paying over $350 for my private, and then I have a federal loan as well, but it's only $120 a month. So $120 versus $350 plus $120. I'll take the private one and cut that out now, and then deal with the federal later. So that's what we're doing this month. Just trying to still enjoy life at the same time, as well as being disciplined. So don't forget to like and subscribe down below. I hope that you enjoyed everything you've heard today. And if not, give us some comments on how we can do better. So thanks again for tuning in to Journey to Freedom. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.